as you're pouring out your life force every single day in your soul work, putting in so much effort, let's stop and consider something right now. You're after a feeling, and guess what? You get to feel good right in this moment. Hi, welcome to the Connect with Sheila podcast. I'm an entrepreneur, self-care strategist, and creator of the Seasons self-care app. I'm committed to helping you reconnect to your purpose, elevate your well-being, and build your version of a happy, successful life. You're listening to a Monday minisode where I share an insight designed to help you live into what lights you up this week. Today, we're talking about the beautiful path to achievement. And let me ask you, how good does it feel when you're on that path? When you have a goal that is so big, it scares you and you just know you need to do it. But when the rubber hits the road, you got to just get to it. We work through so many emotions, don't we? And so today I wanted to just bring a thought that you can carry into your week as you're going about your day-to-day actions of bringing your vision to life. And I know some weeks are different than others. Some weeks are all about just tasks, bringing the structure together, more of the autopilot type of work. Not every single week has amazing, incredible interactions and connections and responses. If anything, sometimes building your dream is putting out fires. Like that's just the part of how it all works. So in this, the encouragement I want to give you is as you're holding the vision for your future, make sure that you're holding the vision for how you really want to feel. Like, what is this outcome that you're after? There's tangible things attached to it, I'm sure. It could be connected to location. It could be connected to, obviously, if you're a business, that's connected to revenue, right? And then what does that revenue mean to you? What is the impact you're going to make with that revenue? How is it going to serve your life, your loves, and the things in this world that are really important to you, those causes, those missions that you're wanting to create an impact with? Like those are the things that keep us going. They keep the fire burning. And then attached to that, there's a feeling. Like, what's the payoff? If you're listening to this podcast, you have a purpose and mission at the core of your life. That's what I've found from the listeners that I've heard from who've been listening to these episodes. And it's definitely the people who I have on as guests. They have a greater purpose. It's so much more than just dollar signs. Even though those dollar signs are so important, those dollar signs represent something. They represent some kind of outcome. And connected to that is a feeling, whether it's a feeling of achievement, a feeling of knowing that your life has made a difference, a feeling knowing that you've used the abilities within you, a feeling that you've moved yourself and maybe even pushed through some barriers and grown out of some old versions of yourself and let go of some old stories of the things that perhaps used to hold you back, but now they push you forward. There's a feeling attached to that, a feeling of contribution, a feeling of love, a feeling of connection to something greater than yourself, a connection to your fellow human. That is at the core of all that you may do as an entrepreneur, as a leader, as somebody who is using their gifts in whatever capacity, whether you're building a family or building a country or building your artistic dream. There are feelings attached to all of it. And sometimes our feelings can get in the way. They can keep us from having the energy that we need to move forward each day. And our energy is going to be different every day. It is so, so true. It's why I love to talk about cyclical self-care and how we can really tap in and tune in to our energetic signature that is so unique to each of us and actually get it to work for us so that our energy is serving us instead of us being at the mercy of whatever energy may happen each day. And even when we are at our low points, we still can find the silver linings and we can have grace on ourselves. when things are not really going as planned. The beauty of all of this, it's all connected to feeling, the feeling of knowing you're making a difference, the feeling of achieving something, right? It's so inherent in the human nature because we are creatures of progress. We are creatures of creativity. And so I really want you to just hold this in your heart this week and try to remember it, that you get to feel the feeling right now. Just imagining what it is that you want to accomplish. Make space for that each day, to visualize what that is and to sit with the feeling of how you will feel when this actually takes form, when it lands, when people tap in, tune in, buy, join, subscribe, whatever the thing, the people who get the gift you're giving. Tune into that feeling because that's where the power is. And that, when you tune into that, it elevates your energy to be able to actually do even more. And that is really at the heart of the work that I do. This is how I help you make the impact. It's like a ground up approach to the achievement that you want. And so it's also something that we focus on in the Seasons Collective. You can get the primer version of the Seasons app for free, and soon it'll be in the App Store and the Google Play Store. It's getting there. I've been just doing so many beautiful tweaks to it. I'm so excited. But you can go to the web app version at the link in my bio or the link in the show notes or the link in the comments, wherever you may be listening to this. And you can learn all about it because the Seasons Collective, my membership, is a place for you to really step into your next phase of life or business evolution in a community that places a really high value on personal growth, personal connection to others, and making that positive impact in the world without burning out. So making sure you're doing it while feeling good. It is actually possible. Knowing that, yes, there's going to be those days where you don't feel good because we're human. But when we're in community, we get to lift each other up when maybe we're not feeling great. And we get to celebrate each other so we're not feeling alone when we have those achievements. Because so often successful people in many different realms have said to me, they felt really alone because they felt misunderstood and people thought it was just easy for them. So we need to be celebrating the successes in our lives and the successes of others, especially because it didn't just happen by accident. It took effort. So I invite you to check that out, the Seasons Collective. It is for the woman who owns her worth, who wants to serve from a place of overflowing energy and well-being. And her impact is amplified by the way she nourishes herself in her mind, her body, and her soul. And to learn about it, again, go to the link in the comments, the show notes, or in my bio. And I really look forward to seeing you inside. I just really appreciate you. Thank you for listening. I hope you take these things to heart, and I hope they carry you through the week so that you can just get that much closer to that way you want to feel and to that experience you want to have in your life. If you got something valuable from this episode, please feel free to share, tag me on social media, leave a review. Anything you can do when you speak about this podcast, it gets out into the world a little bit more. And we could all use messages like this in order to lift ourselves up as we're on our road to the life that we want. And also, so we get to enjoy the life we're in right this moment. And truly, it means the world to me when you do share, when you spread the message. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm wishing you all the best. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Big blessings.